Welcome, everybody. I'm Frank. He's John. Hey, John, let's talk about the late pick five on Saturday.
Well, it's another beautiful fall Saturday at Laurel Park, a 12 race card
I know,
beginning at
12.
11:50
Oh,
a. It's huge. It's 10 on Friday, 12 Saturday, 11 Sunday. I mean, Jillian and that crew are definitely getting their money's worth with all those horses. And take note, first post is going to be 11:50 a.m. So set your alarms a little bit early. And this sequence that we're about to talk about is going to begin in race number 8, which is a nice thing to say. It's good to have these big cards.
yeah, sir. I hope the racing office is getting paid by the race here because they're getting their money's worth out of these, as you said.
Absolutely.
And no brunch for you on Saturday, breakfast only. There's no time. Got to get to the track for the 11:50 first post. You've got a late pick five ticket. It's going to
Mhm.
be a $52.50 ticket. We'll put that up in a minute. Let's talk about your spotlight horses. And you come at us fast and furious in the first leg of the sequence, as you just mentioned, race eight. Race eight's a first level allowance going a mile and 16th on the turf. And you love you some McRaven.
Yes, I do. I was very impressed by his debut back on September 20th. He was tracking a very slow pace, including an almost 26-second flat second quarter, but he still had plenty left. He was not pace compromised at all. Came strongly down the center of the track, got up to win by a half length. Probably would have won by a lot more if he wasn't so green. That was just his inexperience kicking in. But the ability is clearly there. He's worked very well since then for Jimmy Toner. And I find horses who run very well off of slow fractions don't always get their due sometimes. The speed figures end up coming back a little slow, but he clearly has a ton of upside. I gotta figure, even though it's a step up in class, if there's even a moderate pace, he's going to be very hard to hold off. And that maiden win was validated last weekend when Juris Doctor, who came in second to him, came back to win a maiden race on the grass as the favorite.
And the third place horse, Monterey, also came back a winner. So you've
That's
got
right.
two next out winners out of that race. McRaven came home last 5/16 in under 28 seconds, which
Yeah.
is moving out and was a lot faster than any other horse in the race did it. So that was a good looking debut. I agree with you. Is there anybody in here that you fear?
A little bit. My second pick in the race is number 5. Whenever you remember for the Johnson Estate and Mike Trombetta, this one has a bit of speed. He broke his maiden from just off the pace. 3 starts back at Colonial Downs. Faced some very nice horses last out and 2 starts back. Get some class relief. He looks fast enough. Get to the rail and the lead, and could possibly slow things down to make life a bit difficult for McRaven. So I think if anyone steals it on the front end, it's going to be him.
All right, let's head to race nine. Race nine, also another spotlight horse for you. And we talked about this off air. I'm going to disagree with you on how you're sequencing or how you're handling this, but let's hear from you first. This is a Maryland bred, Maryland restricted maiden race going three quarters, and your spotlight horse is going to be a first time starter, Pont Aven.
That's correct. No replay for him, but he does look very good. He's one of 3 first-time starters in here. And as you said, first-time starters can be very unpredictable, so it's a bit bold to single them. But I think if you're ever going to single a first-time starter, it's going to be him. He's been working very well since getting on the tab in mid-September. He's had 3 bullet drills in his last 4 time workouts, outworking very nice horses along the way. He's by Blofeld, a very notable win early stallion. He's the first foal out of his dam, but he comes out of a win early family on that side. Lots of horses who were very precocious at a young age, including his third dam, Gin Talking, who, based on her 2-year-old campaign, was named Maryland Bred Horse of the Year back in 1999. Phil Capuano um, in fact, sent out a relative of this one, Ms. Notion, who win at post asking last November. Again, he'll have to run fairly well first time out to win, but all signs are pointing to him being capable of doing so.
Yeah, his dam, interestingly enough, she only won once, took her a few starts to get that win, and it came on the turf. So
Mhm.
that's a little little bit of a thing there. As you say, horse been working very well. Couple of horses in here. So personally, I don't generally make a habit of singling first time starters just because you don't know. Maybe he just stands in the gate. Maybe he hooks a left and wipes out half the field. Maybe he hooks a right and ends up on the outer rail. First time starters do stuff, but certainly he appears to have some talent. A couple of horses that have already started that might be worth a look if you are looking to spread out a little bit. Tartable for Chad Summers ran twice at Saratoga, ran behind Ewing first time out. That runner came back to win the Saratoga Special, then ran behind Talkin next time out. That horse came back to be second in the Champagne. The other horse, I think, is Case of the Mondays for Claudio coming back on short rest. This one, um, he's got speed and he's been kind of revved up in each of his first two starts. If they could get him to settle a little bit, he's got a little bit of talent, I think.
I agree. I picked him second. He has a lot of upside, just a matter of, as you said, if he can finally get settled. No guarantee of that either. Potable is a horse I'm actually excited to play against, and actually I think this adds a lot of value to the pick five sequence because yes, has been racing against much better horses, and he obviously has a lot of pedigree. I mean, he's the first foal out of Anna's Bandit, but he did not lift a hoof in either of his two starts at Saratoga. I mean, I don't think he was winning no matter who was in front of him. And he could wake up coming down here. I know Xavier Perez, who rode his mom, is getting in the saddle, but I think he's going to take a lot of money just on name recognition. He's going to be used on many pick five tickets, and that is going to drive up the price of Pont Aven in both the win pool and the pick five pool.
All right, so you're going to go with the two in the eighth race, the six in the ninth race. Let's
Mhm.
put up the rest of your ticket here. You're going to go three, five, seven in the last three legs. Give us the overview.
So I never got time to spread here because I think these last three races are kind of convoluted, and we have the bankroll to do so because we singled in the first two. As I said, going three deep in race number 10, top pick is the 10 Bingo's Birkin. In her first start outside of her home state of New Jersey, dug in through fast tractions to win the Pinot Grigio on the Jersey Shore last time out. Only bad race she's ever run on grass was when she got bothered at the start, three starts back. Think with a clean break on the outside, she's going to be tough. Also, going to use the 2 and the 9 in there. Race number 11 is pretty much the same race, only on dirt. I'm five deep in this one. 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Top choices is number 7, Vo Correa. One at Delaware Park, 2 starts back with a strong late rally. Third at this level there last time out. Think going to this track, which tends to play more favorably toward closers, will help her late punch. And then it's a very big blanket in race number 12. We are going 7 deep out of 10 in the main body. Only ones we are not using are the 1, 4, and 5. So a lot of drama is taken care of early on. So if we can get those two singles home, we'll be in good shape the rest of the way.
Yeah, as you say, a lot of drama. If you get through those first two legs, you're gonna be feeling pretty good about yourself because you have kind of all the logical contenders covered in the last three. And if you don't, you don't. Then you regroup
All right.
and you still got some races in front of you to play with. So,
Exactly.
all right, that's going to do it. John's got a $52.50 ticket. Late pick five starts in race 8, 12% takeout at Laurel Park. So, good value play there. And John, good luck, my friend.
Thank you. And first time starters we trust.